Phantasmal Flames releasing on the 14th of November, which is this Friday. I guess many people are quite excited about it. What about you? Do you think it's gonna perform well as a set in the future? Short term, long term? In my view, short term, it's gonna be doing not so well. Long term, I believe most, well, not probably most, many Pokemon sets will do relatively well. Short term wise, whilst it's still in a reprint cycle, it really depends on the strength of the set. And unfortunately, Phantasmal Flames is not really a strong set. In fact, I think it's probably one of the weaker sets compared to the recent sets. Even if we just compare it to some sets in Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield era. Again, this is just my view, not financial advice, and not hating on the set. In fact, my favorite Pokemon is Charizard, and I have put in pre-orders for the set. So definitely not trying to, uh, you know, create fear and uncertainty in the market and buy cheaper. And plus, this is such a small channel, so really just expressing my views on Phantasmal Flames at the moment. I just think it's quite a weak set, and unfortunately, it's another Charizard set, and Charizard, I don't think it can carry this set. It will be something like Obsidian Flames or Brilliant Stars, where it's just a Charizard set, and it's gonna stay stagnant for quite a bit of time before it can actually rise. And we'll have to wait for the printing cycle to end. And generally, with these weaker sets, it's a double-edged sword because on one side the set is not strong, so the set value would not do well, and so as the sealed products, at least in the short term. But mainly because of that, it's not going to be as popular, and Pokemon probably wouldn't print as much. So that's probably the only silver lining, that Pokemon won't print as much because the public doesn't really have a positive opinion of it. So it will have a smaller supply. So perhaps with that, it could do okay. So what are my reasons why this is just going to be a Charizard set? If you look at the set composition, there's only 5 SIRs, which is very, very small and very low. It's a very small set. There's only 94 94 cards in the main set, and a handful of secret rares and 5 special illustration rares, of which Charizard is one of them, and the other 4 are just relatively mid Pokemons. We got Lobani with Heracross, and then we have Rotom, and what was the other one? Sharpedo. Very mid Pokemons, and just nobody who is really gonna be chasing after them. They really missed it by not introducing the Mega Gengar. And as we've seen, Mega Gengar is actually going to be featured in Mega Dream EX, which I think Mega Dream EX is going to do extremely well. Just based on what we've seen thus far. It's going to have Dragonite, it's going to have Gengar. Already there's 2 chases. And based on the pack art, we might even get another strong SIR, be it Pikachu, Mewtwo, or Ho-Oh, who knows. So it's definitely going to be a crazy set. And that's the thing with Phantasmal. So despite not only is it a relatively weak set, small set, people are going to get tired of it because they're going to pull the same cards over and over again, especially the main set cards. And 5 SIRs pull rate won't be that difficult to pull the Charizard SIR. So despite that Charizard being one of the best artworks I've seen over my collection period, or at least the best one I've seen in the modern era, I don't think it's going to hold that value that's holding on eBay right now, which is the 1,500. I think it's going to drop a lot. It's going to be less than half its value very soon upon release. Just upon release, I think it's probably going to go below 1,000, and then a couple of weeks later, it's going to go to the $500 region. So definitely don't buy these cards at pre-release. You're really paying a huge premium, and that Charizard will probably be highly available. I think the pull rate was something like 1 out of 500 packs, so definitely not too difficult to pull it. And most people are just going to pull that Charizard. So I think after a couple of weeks, there's going to be a lot of fatigue, and Charizard won't be able to carry the set. And second thing is it's stuck between two relatively strong sets, between Mega Evolutions, which we thought was going to be a flop set, but turns out to be a relatively strong set, and also the English version of Mega Dream EX. I think that's going to be a really popular set. So it's probably not going to get the attention. It's going to have a journey together treatment where it's stuck between two relatively stronger sets. So yeah, what do I think is going to happen to sealed products? Look at these prices. I think upon release, these will drop a lot. Phantasmal Flames booster boxes 308. Let's see what's happening over here. Already you can see lots of dropping already to 344 to 300. I think it's going to go further down, probably to the mid 200s and even test 200, but we shall see. I mean, look at what's this? Surgeon's box, it's close to 200 right now. Elite Trainer boxes, again, I don't know who chose the promo. You know, at least Obsidian Flames, the ETB was saved by the relatively strong promo. It's probably one of the best promos in the Scarlet and Violet era, which is the Charmander pressing against the window with Pidgey. But we have Charcaday, a Paldea Pokemon in a Charizard set. This doesn't make sense. So they really missed the mark by introducing that promo. So I think, yeah, this time the promo won't save the ETB. So this ETB will probably end up in the $70 region. It will not hold the $100 region. That's just my guess. Booster bundles, yeah, definitely is going to hit the 50s. I mean, even a prismatic evolution is something 50. So this definitely won't hold the 67. Sleeved booster, $17. I don't think so. Half, yeah, it's going to be around what, $6 to $7. This might be the one that will hold because it's a Pokemon Center ETB, but because of the strength of its promo, it's not going to do as well. So, but the plus side is it's got Charizard on it, and it's a really cool design. So I would want to have one of these. This is probably going to go to $200, $200 to $300. It's my guess. And these are all going to drop probably 20 something dollars. And single blisters, or just be careful. Don't FOMO into these products at the moment. I think they will be dropping quite a bit. Okay, just my take. Do what you want, and again, I have to reiterate, not trying to hate on this set. Charizard is my favorite Pokemon. Let's take a look at the other products. ETB. Okay, ETB has been, you see, it was a high of 170 with all the hype, but then I guess people start to realize that Gengar is not going to make it in the set, and it's going to be in the Mega Dream EX set. So attention and hype was lost, 120. And sleeved booster pack, yeah, $21. No, it's going to drop. And what was here? Yes, I wanted to look at the Obsidian Flames just to do a quick comparison. That I think it's going to be like a Obsidian Flames situation. And yes, I still think the plus part is that it's the artwork on the SAR is much better than the Obsidian Flames SAR, and I think the pull rate will be more difficult compared to Obsidian Flames. And Obsidian Flames SARs are also horrible. Let me just show, let's see if I can filter on that. Card type, rarity, special illustration rare. Yeah, there's 6 special illustration rares, but they're really weak special illustration rares. We got this SQ. How did this even make it as SR? I don't know. Pidgeot, and then we have River Room, Paldea Pokemon, Yeah, so these ones, and this is Gallo. These ones are really weak. Also think the Phantasmal Flames, despite those being mid Pokemons, artwork wise, at least it's better than these four. You know, so at least from that part, it's a plus for Phantasmal Flames. So I think from that aspect, the positive part is it's going to do better over the long term compared to Obsidian Flames. But Obsidian Flames to me is like a C tier set or a D tier set. So Phantasmal Flames will probably end somewhere around there, maybe a B tier set or a C tier set. So let's take a look at how Obsidian Flames is doing. Remember, Obsidian Flames is going to go out of print, or it's already out of print. So let's take a look. Let's just look at the cards. So ETBs, this ETB is doing so well because of that promo card. So Phantasmal Flames ETB will definitely be lower than this, probably fetching around the $70 region. Booster boxes at $297, but this is probably out of print already. So in the short term, with all the reprints happening, I think Phantasmal Flames will drop below 300 to the 250, even close to the 200 region. And booster pack prices, yeah, it's probably going to be in around the same level, $6 to $7. And set value, 338. Where do I think Phantasmal Flames is going to be? Phantasmal Flames, just a guess, because at least we got that gold card. And if the pull rates are, I'm going to guess it's going to be similar to Mega Evolution, which is 1 in every 1,200,000. No, 1,200,000. No, 1,200 packs. 1,200 packs. So those two cards alone, I think, should probably get you close to probably 800. Those two cards alone. And then the other cards can probably make up at 200. So I think Phantasmal Flames, the set value will at least be above 1,000, is my guess, after price starts dropping. Obviously, right now, the SRR itself is 1,500, is not realistic at all. And the gold card being around 800 to 1,000, yeah, no, those will be dropping by more than 50%. So set value, I still think it's going to be much higher than Obsidian Flames, and it's going to be above 1,000. Compared to Brilliant Stars, okay, Brilliant Stars, let's take a look at the rarity. We can go the secret race. So Brilliant Stars wise, set value, it's probably going to be hovering around the same set value. But again, not going to do on the short term. And yeah, catch you next one.